Hey y'all, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. This is your daily check-in for October 2nd, 2022. But this is a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, you're supposed to. I'm out here. It's a Sunday. I'm in my nightgown. Didn't care. Thought about getting dressed for y'all, and then was like, nah. We family. What am I getting dressed for y'all for? It's a Sunday, and it feels like a Sunday. I swear. Okay, so boom. Oh, I forgot. I'm streaming live on both Instagram and YouTube. So for my YouTube fam, as you come in, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, share this video with someone that you love. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, send me a love donation, follow me on any other platform, or subscribe to my Patreon. My Cash App is pinned to the bottom of the screen over here on Instagram if you would like to send me a love donation. I just want y'all to know on both platforms, the videos, the early October YouTube readings for each sign are going up on YouTube. And the early October love readings are going up on tier 1 of my Patreon. Now is the perfect time for you to subscribe to my Patreon if you've been thinking of joining, as they charge in the beginning of the month anyway, so you get more bang for your buck. Okay? Yeah, I'm loving my moo today. I really am. It's super warm. I'm super cold today, so it feels good. Let's just pray. Hi, Booby. Hi, Vicky, baby. Hi, Tion. I hope I said your name right, baby. Um, all right, so boom, let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source, God, universe. Thank you so much for the day of peace that I've had. Thank you so much for my sisters. Thank you so much for the people in my life that I could be honest with, be transparent with, talk through the things that I'm going through with. They hold space for me, spirit. They're there for me always, and I'm there for them. Thank you for the people who get me. They understand me. The people that I can share who I truly am with. Thank you for getting me through Mercury retrograde, through retrograde season, spirit, the intensity of this week, the up and down emotional roller coaster that I've been on, and a lot of us have been on, spirit. It feels good to be on the other side, to be at peace today. Please allow me to tap in with my spirit team to see, to, to just tap in with my soul tribe and my spirit team to see what messages you have for my soul tribe over Energy Today, what we're working on today, what we're leaving for another day, but also what the ancestors have to say specifically, and what we should be doing as far as self-care goes, spirit. Please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, spirit. Drink you some ginger and turmeric. I'm drinking some tea right now that has ginger in it. Ginger, lemon, and hibiscus is what I'm drinking right now at the moment. So boom. I just want to get into it. Let's read the daily affirmation for the day. I trust the divine to guide me to where I'm meant to be, especially when I can't see. May God, my ancestors, and my spirit guides be my eyes. The closer things get, the more blurry they become. I am almost there. I am reliable. I am responsible. I am committed. I fight for what's worth fighting for. I'm going to read it again. I trust the divine to guide me to where I'm meant to be, especially when I can't see. May God, my ancestors, and my spirit guides be my eyes. The closer things get, the more blurry they become. I am almost there. I am reliable. I am responsible. I am committed. I fight for what's worth fighting for. Um, I see more you coming in. I just want to make the announcement again that the YouTube readings for early October are going up on YouTube right now, and the early love readings are going up on tier 1 of my Patreon. So go subscribe if you have not. If you've been thinking about doing so, now is the perfect time to do so. As they charge in the beginning of the month, you'll get more bang for your buck. Also, I want to say that I'm doing my red light readings, my red light live. You already know the first red light live that we did was an absolute hit. Not feeling so much today like I want to do so in my moo, but you know, I like to dress up and get all cute and get all sexy and do the lives. It's a vibe. I think we're gonna do it on Venus Day. They saying do it. Vicky says do it. It's worth it. That's tier 3 of my Patreon. If you want to subscribe to that and catch the red light live, where to all of the we're reconnecting over here on Instagram. I don't know why it paused that way. Mm, I don't know. Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna share it. Boom. It is what it is. I don't know why I paused, but give me 2 seconds to get back on live over here. Okay. Anyway, what was I just saying? Oh, I was talking about um the red light live. I don't know what's going on with my connection over here on Instagram, but if they want to find this reading, they'll be able to come over here to YouTube to get it. Anyway, tier 3 of my Patreon is for my sex readings, which gives you access to all of the tiers. And I'll be doing that live next Friday on Venus Day. Okay, I'll put up a flyer or whatever, but I you know, I'm going to get into the habit of telling you guys ahead of time so that you can prepare if you want to, you know, participate or be there or be present. The replay will be available on tier 3 too, as you know, if you don't get the live. But anyway, I pulled some cards. I pulled some cards from the Ancestors and Oracle deck that I wanted to read for you guys. Fuck it, I give up. I ain't tripping. It ain't working on Instagram. We over here with it, you know? If anybody wants to watch, they're gonna come over here. I will say, yo, I feel like there's a lot of chaos going on outside with other people that you may be thinking about, worried about. This could be with people that you love. This could even be with people that you have fallen out with somehow, don't necessarily know how to feel about what's going on with them. You know, you may be in a place that someone may be in a tough time, a tough position somehow, and you got a lot of unresolved issues with them. You got a lot of unresolved issues with them. With their, you know, their struggles, their problems need not be your concern right now. You may be struggling with this a bit, or struggling with your feelings, wrestling with the idea about whether or not you should forgive them or not. Don't force forgiveness onto yourself. You know, heavy on the forgiveness not being required in order for you to heal. Okay, but a lot of thinking about someone you don't even want to think about, but you just know you feel bad for them, the situation that they're in. You know, you want to empathize with them, or you do empathize with them, you know, or even something, you know, a lot on someone's plate. There being a lot on someone's plate. Shit, there's been a lot on your fucking plate too. You got a lot to focus on. You got to take care of yourself and your needs, which means that you gotta honor and respect the fact that there's a lot on this person's plate, and that's none of your concern. You know, needing to know that they'll be all right. They'll figure it out. They'll handle it. Self-care being your first priority at this time. But I'm gonna pull and I want to read to you. The first card from the Ancestors deck is the Stag card. Trust and thrive. Okay. Stag, trust and thrive. Message. The message says, come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. It says about. The Stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic traditions, the stag, his crown of antlers, is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When his card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. Extended message. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strength, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strengths give you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and to be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards. Okay, so much really coming out for me. The first thing, the whole part about, being in a space where we really want to protect ourselves or feeling like we're vulnerable in some way, or like we've let our guard down, or we have to let our guard down in a certain way, and being worried about it. Like, I'm not wearing any protective jewelry today, right? I'm not wearing my all-seeing eye. Meanwhile, I'm covered. I'm protected, whether I'm wearing it or not. Needing to know whether you have what you think you need in order to be protected or not. You're still covered. You're still protected. You're still being guided. You're still being looked after. I also really feel like knowing that you may have been under attack in the past. You may have been, you may have gotten the short end of the stick. Someone may have preyed on you. Someone may have deceived you, betrayed you in some way in the past. And so you have every right to be apprehensive, right? You have good reason to be apprehensive. You have good reason to be worried or to use your discernment moving forward. But also for a lot of you, these are in connections that you want to move forward in, or you want to be able to move forward. You want life after these connections that really did some type of damage on you, right? To you. Left you with a lot of things that aren't yours to live with, aren't yours to own. And it being safe for you to let other people in. I just feel like you need to know that you are covered, whether you can see something coming right away or not. Even with the affirmation for the day, a lot of it being about eyesight, needing to rely on your other senses. Needing to rely on your other senses, but also not believing so much of what you see. Focusing on more of what you smell, more of what you feel, more of what you hear. That shit. They're heavy on that energy, and I just keep hearing the sixth sense. And I don't, it's funny because the more that I think about it, I meant to look it up earlier. What's the sixth sense? Is it I know it's a movie. Is it just a movie, or is that a thing? Is there really a sixth sense? Is that your intuition? Because when I say sixth sense, that's what I feel. That's what I'm thinking. That's what popped into my head. I genuinely don't fucking know, but yet I've been hearing this all day. Rely on your other senses, or rely on your sixth sense. So if somebody knows, please drop that in the comments for me. But just needing to trust that. I trust in who you are. Fear 1221. I feel like how you show up will be reflected back to you at this time, but y'all gotta trust in that. You gotta thrive in that. You have to show up as your best self and trust that others will show up as their best too, when they meet you in the middle. And trust that if they don't, you will be able to recognize that. Right? You'll be able to see that. You'll be able to recognize that. You'll see it a mile away, or it will be shown to you, revealed to you in time. Okay? Whether you've invested more than you like or not, whether you get hurt or not, there will always be a lesson in it. There will always be a blessing on the other side of you walking away from what doesn't serve you once you realize it doesn't serve you. So you're always going to benefit at the end of the day. Okay? That's the heavy on the it is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Energy. But I also really feel like fear in some way slowing you down, shrinking you, making you dim your light. Fear of being seen, fear of being seen by others. Fear of being desired even. Because of not knowing how to control yourself, or fear of that you won't know how to control yourself, or you won't make the best decisions. 555 on the clock, they say. Yes, it is. Fear of making certain decisions and shit like that. I just feel like needing to thrive in who you really are. Really trust in who you are. Really trust in all of your accomplishments. There may be people start wanting to project certain things onto you, like you aren't who you are, like you haven't shown up the way that you've shown up, like you haven't done things for them that you've done, or for your fucking self, the work that you've done for yourself. Kind of people, a lot of this energy out here of people wanting to project your old self onto you. Right? Making you show up as your old self. No self-sabotaging. No allowing anyone to project their version of you onto you. It's too bad you don't know who I currently am. It's too bad you still dealing with an outdated version of me. I feel bad for you. Anyway, moving on. Winter, take care of your needs. I really thought I was going to pull tarot today. I'm not. We're talking to the ancestors and we're focused on self-care. That's it. Okay? Winter, take care of your needs. Wild wolf energy in a real way. Message, do everything you need to be at your best. Then move beyond your fears and limitations. About, For many of the animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you'd like to be, a primal force within is encouraging you to continue. The winter card features a wolf, one of few animals that stay active all year round. Wolves know what it's like to work alone and thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to go it alone at this time, know that wolf medicine will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. Extended message. You have an opportunity to move beyond fears, and although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. It will indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. Whatever seeds you're planting right now, whatever it is that you're working on right now, whatever that you're trying to accomplish, whatever you feel like is just out of your reach, just out of your grip, will really take off or really thrive, or you'll really start to see the winter won't be the winter for you. The winter is going to be the spring for a lot of you. Seeds are going to really sprout. You're going to see real growth. I feel like certain security and stability and connection in a real way in the wintertime. But also, I wanted to go back to the stag spirit real quick. Give me 2 seconds, because there was something that I wanted to say that I didn't address the first time, where it really talks about this card being a card of sexuality, fertility, and sexuality. So fertility, this could be around having a baby. For some of you, a lot of y'all relationships are really in an unstable space. It's not the time for an actual baby, or you're in between, or you're not with anyone, or you're feeling this fertile energy, but you're not in a relationship where you can't have a child, or you don't want to have a physical child. Use this energy, transmute this energy, use it creatively and productively at this time. Throw it into your passions, your creative pursuits in a real way. But also, you are being told, a lot of you want to have sex, and not feeling your best, not feeling so confident, feeling so unsure, not knowing what it means. Are we going to be together? Are we not? Wanting, being so used to having to place certain expectations on a connection in order for you to be intimate with someone, or in order for you to experience them, enjoy them. A lot of that is being changed for you. Okay, a lot of that is being changed and challenged for you, and I feel like for those of you who needed a sign, or you needed confirmation that you want to be intimate, or you want to have sex. You want to fuck, go fuck, real shit, in a real way, but I feel like you deserve to, and I feel like needing to honor that you are not where you were, that you were going to move in spiritual integrity, in a real way. Make sure that whoever it is that you let into your body, or whoever you enter into, you are in spiritual alignment with, really respects you, respects your way of life, respects themselves, is actively working on themselves, cleanses themselves, is really aware of energy, that energy out here. Anyway, back to winter. I wanted to say this. I really feel like it's important for you to be like you. I wish y'all could just hug me and feel how soft this is. How smooth it is. Put on things that are real warm and cozy to you. Wrap yourself in a warm blanket. Hug stuff, teddy bears. Like the furry teddy bears and stuff. I feel like doing things to ground yourself. Your senses. There's something about the senses. A lot of Tauran energy coming through for me right now, really focusing on the senses. But I also just feel like grounding yourself and doing things that make you feel good. Eat a comforting meal, eat your favorite snack, watch a movie, cuddle up with the people that you love, or cuddle up with your pets, or, I just feel like taking some time to do so today, giving yourself, whether this is an all day thing, or you just do an hour to do so, 2 hours to do so, take a nap if you want to, even call it an early night, but I also really feel like this being a period of rest, or taking, the day off, or a few hours off, or go out to lunch, go do something that makes you feel good. A lot of throat chakra shit. And then just sit in silence for a little bit. Especially because yesterday you could have done a lot or really overexerted yourself, didn't know when to stop, didn't know when to give something a rest in regards to connecting with others, or thinking about love, whether this is internally, mentally, or you were vocalizing, your thoughts. Either way, it's giving throat shock or needing to talk to somebody about the things that you've been dealing with internally. A lot coming up today. This may help you. Having a conversation with someone you can keep it real with grounds the fuck out of you. That energy out here, you hiding, trying to hide yourself from people you ain't got to hide from, child. They going through the same exact thing that you going through. They can really relate. Or there being one person in particular. You may have certain people around that you genuinely can talk to about a lot of things, and you may be finding your circles to be growing, and it's being a really beautiful thing. But there being one person in particular who just knows every fucking thing that's going on with you, who just understands you a little more than everybody else. Play that person a little close today. Love on that person today. Give thanks for that person today. That energy. But again, I also really feel like a lot of people are being told to rest right now. A lot of energy, the energy out here making you want to rest. You can feel people kind of getting ready to go into hibernation in a certain way, or falling back in a certain way, and you're being told to keep going. So, don't eat wintertime. Things die off. Everybody's ready, prepared. A lot of people around you prepared to let things die off. A lot of people giving up on themselves, giving up on their opportunities, giving up on their relationships. Not you. Don't let it be you. Have you on the looking to the left and looking to your right. If you look to the left and you look to the couple to the right, one of them ain't going to survive, or both of them ain't going to survive, or needing to know that it needs not to be you. If it's you or them, it needs to be them. It need not be you. 21 on the clock. I said what I said. Or if you looking to the left and your friend ain't doing so good, and you looking to the right, to see, I just feel like one of y'all going to make it and somebody's not. That energy out here. One of y'all going to elevate and somebody's not. You need to make sure that it's you elevating. When y'all going to win, somebody going to take an L. And you need to make sure that it's you that get the W. And I don't feel like you hurting anybody in the process. I feel like the way to get there, the way to get that win, the way to level up you want is to practice extreme self-care at this time. Take care of your needs. And you may just find that showing up for yourself better, taking care of yourself, 22:02 on the clock restores the balance that's needed. Okay, because it makes you more available to take on other people's cups. I didn't even mean to say that, because you can't pour from an empty cup. Other people's responsibilities, or to pour into other people. You've been trying to pour from an empty cup. Can't do that. You know this. 22:22 on the clock. Restore the balance. It's the season. We're in the season of restoring balance. The last thing that I want to say to you before I get up out of here or read this to you is, Druid, hold the space. Okay? Message: hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. About the Druids were the ancient wise ones of the British Isles. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language. And they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. Extended message: when the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next, or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to, before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. It's crazy. Every last one of these cards that we pulled, every one of them, every single one said to trust. The ancestors are telling you to trust. The ancestors are telling you that they got you. I also really want to say that when I read this card, Druid, hold the space, it's really needing to learn how to listen, to receive, to take in what someone is saying, and not listening to respond. Okay? Not listening to respond, but really hold the space. Really listen to understand what someone is saying to you. Not listen just so you can respond and get your point across. You'll find that you won't be arguing as much. A lot of y'all are really moving in ego and don't fucking realize you're moving in ego. you know. But I also, you know, I just feel like needing to honor your skills at this time of storytelling, of poetry, it being really healing, right? Throat chakra shit. Some of you can't talk about certain things, but you have to express yourself in other ways. You might have to write poetry and recite it. You might have to, you know, write. Somebody's writing a book. Someone needs to be writing a book, or you're writing a book, or you know, needing to find a way to heal yourself, create art in some way. Also, shout out to my painters. Shout out to those of you who create art in some way, where you paint, you draw. It's really giving writing intentions on the back of your canvas, or on the surface of your canvas before you paint your picture. Really painting with intention, you know, for whatever it is. A lot of prosperity rituals out here, a lot of prosperity magic working. Okay, you know, if you've been following me on IG, if you don't, you know, we over on YouTube, but we are disconnected on IG. If you follow me over on IG, I know you've been seeing the prosperity ritual, my prosperity pumpkins that I did with my family. Go check it out. We did this for the new moon. We just buried them today after the candles burned down in them. The 7-day candles, they burned fairly quickly. It was really beautiful. We just buried them. If you're not tapped in with me on IG, go check out my IG. All that information is in the description box below. But yeah, a lot of doing your rituals, or you will see that they're working. You know, it works if you work it. Heavy on that energy out here. And heavy on the, if you don't know what to do, don't do anything at this time. Don't do anything at this time but the things that you are sure of, the things that you know how to do. I got a huge decision to make, but I don't even know what to do. But you know what? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. The kid, you know, I gotta eat, or the kids gotta eat, and I know how to cook. Let me just go. Let me just, the dishes got to get washed, and I know how to wash dishes. Let me just go wash the dishes, because there will be the clarity comes. The clarity comes, and you meditating, doing the things that you know how to do, or pulling yourself away from just worrying. A lot of anxiety and worrying about the shit that you cannot change, completely out of your control. And a lot of this is about somebody else's fate. You know, you worried about somebody else's fate when your ass need to be worried about your own. Okay? I love you. If you want to send me a love donation, the information is in the description box below. Please don't send it to Super Chat. I love you. It's your girl, Merce, the Big Body Benz. Oh, no. We ain't going nowhere till we pull a self-care card. We're just not. I don't care. We got a lot of messages, but we're not going anywhere till we pull a self-care card. That's the whole point. That's the priority right now. Loving on yourself and the people that you love. Getting close to. Having on the countdown to getting close to the people that you love. Sound healing energy out here. Create art. Wasn't I just talking about this? Write your intentions. Write your intentions. So it's going to be so therapeutic for somebody to create some art. Write your intentions on your canvas first, booby. I'm not playing. I also really feel like for my smokers, shout out to my smokers, start smoking your intention blunts. We in air season, okay? Cardinal energy. Right? It's giving smoke prayers in a real way, you know, using your honey pens. You know, we have honey manifestation pens. You know, you can cop one for me, or you can go in your damn kitchen and get a Q-tip and get your honey and write with the Q-tip inside. Write your intentions, what you want. 2112. Okay, you will find that the universe responds to you. What you put out will be reflected back to you at this time, beloved. Okay. Shout out to Vicky, who uses my honey pen every day. Do I have it in here in front of me? I should. You know. And really be writing on the inside of my blunt papers. Prosperity, love, you know, abundance, whatever the fuck I want. Whatever you want. Okay. Smoke prayers. So sitting with your incense, for those of you who don't smoke, smoke prayers, cleansing your home. Drink tea. Drink tea. Drink tea with intention. No, be real specific in why you're drinking the tea that you're drinking. What are the medicinal and spiritual, all right? The magical purposes that of the herbs that you are putting, as you're using for your teas. Anyway, hydrate. Be careful of the water that you're drinking. Some of you still drinking Essentia and Smart Water and all of these unhealthy waters. You know, really do your research on the water, and why it's not healthy for you. Dead, why it's, mechanica. I can never say the fucking word, so don't try to get me to say it. But I said what I said. Some of you are not drinking healthy water. You're drinking dead water. You need to be drinking spring water. Get you some spring water and consume more fruit to hydrate yourself. That H320. I love you so much. It's your girl, Merce, the Big Body Prince. Run and tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see.